weekend.
Yep.
We are just tired of being wet, dealing with the snow in April, you know.
My dogs, their paws.
Yep.
The house is dirty constantly.
I
I'm tired of cleaning.
Constantly.
totally get it. Growing up with golden retrievers, I know. They go out and if they dig in the backyard or something, they walk. It's like they try to walk through the mud.
Take one last look at this interstate system right along I-43-94 right at Chase Avenue. So one tow truck is gone, so one vehicle has been cleared. They're still working on getting this black vehicle on the back of the bed here of this tow truck. So you still have this right lane that is currently blocked. Let's take another view a little further south of here. This is I-43-94 right at Holt Avenue. Seeing some slight slowdowns as you are approaching this crash, but nothing significant as this time, just a little bit of slowdowns here. So just add on some additional time if you are traveling from the Mitchell to the Marquette interchange along I-43-94 north. We still have this road closure in Walworth County along Wisconsin State Highway 11. The roadway is still blocked between Plank and Bray Avenue. So something to keep in mind, use Pioneer Road or Bray Road to get around to this. There's also a new traffic pattern that's starting today, Locust Street to Brown Street along I-43 southbound. Simone and Tom.
It is 6:23 on this Friday morning, and today's talker, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's an insanely expensive comic book.
But this isn't your average comic. It's Action Comics #1, the issue that introduced Superman. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't get it right, get it right.
Don't
Look,
get it wrong.
I know, I'm
Coming
so
for ya.
sorry. In 1938, Thursday, it sold at Heritage Auctions for $6 million. The sale breaks its own world record. A copy of Superman #1 sold privately in 2022 for $5.3 million. The previous auction record was Amazing Fantasy #15, which was the first appearance for Spider-Man. That sold for $3.6 million in 2021. I'm just amazed at how much?
The collector.
So what they do, and our producer Justin is really into comic books, so he gave me the cheat sheet, so I'm gonna give him that. But what they do is they grade all these copies. So this one was a graded copy, and it had an 8.5, which is a very fine grade. I was reading an article and it said it had just a slight little tear on the spine.
So they're looking at the condition of it. That's what they mean by grading it.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's just like if you collect baseball cards, I have a whole bunch of baseball cards. You can send them in to get graded, and if the edges are folded just a little bit, that creates a lower grade. So it's less expensive if you're trying to resell it. But that's very expensive for that comic book. I wonder who's going to buy it, and it's just one of those things that if you buy, you just put it up to frame and have people look at it.
Put it away.
Or put it away,
You don't want it to get affected by light.
Right, exactly.
Absolutely. Die-hard fans, I'm sure, and those collectors, I mean, this is their stuff. And wow, that's a lot of money.
Remember we used to collect baseball cards? I used to put them in those plastic
I
sleeves.
have
I have no idea where they went.
What do you do with it? Do you have them in a book or something?
Yeah, I have them in a book. Tons of baseball cards. I went to the Goodwill one time and I found these huge boxes of old baseball cards for $20. And I was like, hey, why not? Let's just
You never
look
know
in there.
how much they could be worth.
And could I say also, like, aren't some of like the original, I know this is a whole different segment, but like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards
there's
too.
certain
Worth
ones,
money.
yeah.
My brother was so into that. He had a whole binder when I was a kid. And I'm like, why do you have all this stuff? And now, worth so much money.
Yeah.
Everything old is new
Smart.
again.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's take a look at the roadways real quickly. There is still this crash. This is as you are traveling along I-43 on the northbound side, right near that Chase Avenue area. You can see right near that Beecher Street, Mitchell Street exit ramp. So the good news is it looks like they're getting this vehicle on the back of that tow truck. So hopefully this should be cleared relatively soon. But as of right now, it now looks like you have a right lane currently blocked as emergency crews are working on getting this cleared.
All right, and we're going to take.
All right, welcome back. It is now time for your Wisconsin Weekend in a Minute. And if you are a game lover, then this is the weekend for you. The Midwest Gaming Classic returns to Milwaukee at the Baird Center. There are about 10,000 games that you can play with more than 200 vendors and 2,500 square feet of games, from pinball to modern video game machines to those old Nintendo games and tabletop games and much more. That runs through the weekend. And there's nothing I love more than a warm donut, especially those with sprinkles. And if you're just like me, then you don't want to miss Donut and Coffee Fest at Turner Hall Ballroom. Now, guests can sample a variety of donuts from some of the best bakeries in Milwaukee. There's also a donut ring toss, tic-tac donut, and a donut photo op. Well, a brand new festival is coming to Milwaukee this weekend. Pours for Parks celebrates some of the best craft breweries in the Milwaukee area, all while supporting Milwaukee County Parks. The inaugural festival is taking place at Humboldt Park, with the proceeds going to support educational signage throughout the park. And finally, I'm sure you've heard the commercials for about 6 months now. The famous, world-renowned international singer Andrea Bocelli is coming to Milwaukee this Saturday. Let me just say this. I'm so happy that this is exactly why I'm so
That's
happy.
a good impression. That was really good.
I am so happy that this is finally taking place this weekend, because I can speak for myself and pretty much everyone else here when I say we are tired of hearing Tom sing every single time that commercial comes on. Sing it. Go ahead, sing it for us.
I just did.
Give us a little taste.
Andrea Bocelli is great. So
He's
I went and saw him when he was here last time in 2022, and it is certainly, and of course he has the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra with him, so it makes it even better. But yes, that commercial has run a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's a difference between Andrea Bocelli
and
Tom.
And Tom Dury.
We want to hear Andre sing, not Tom sing, so we're ready for that.
Well, now
concert
Tom's
then.
going to sing the Edelman carpet cleaner jingle.
That
now.
one too. I got them all. I got a repertoire of commercials. If you go to any of these events, even if you sing along, send us your photos, maybe a video of you singing.
Oh, boy.
You can see yourself Monday morning right here in our